Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans around the globe. I'm WXFan21, the greatest freaking commentator of all time. You all are welcome. No, I'm kidding, but so happy to be joining you all for some Metroid Prime action, and today, definitely a fun one. This is our Metroid Prime 1 Randomizer Weekly Hard Settings Week, and I am joined by Maker's Mask. What's up, Maker? Maker? Marker?
Oh,
The first time I screwed that up today.
oh, no worries. Marker, and I'm doing great. Very
Maker,
excited
Marker.
for.
He makers the
Yeah,
markers to all of his masks, so he's good.
perfect. Whatever works. Oh, looks like we're already going. Race time's
We
off.
are, so, Marker, as we get started here on Hard Weekly, let's go over just what the viewers can expect here. They are for logic settings, and we're going to talk about this a lot. There are 4 beginner level tricks, 5 intermediate tricks, and 6 advanced tricks. What can you tell us about these tricks?
So these tricks, normally when we do these race settings for standard, they're in beginner. So with hard weekly settings, the intermediate tricks and the advanced tricks are actually pretty rough. I believe there is some hardcore BSJs in there. Basically, a lot of no space jump logic, meaning you could be expected to climb frigate crash site without space jump. So there's a ton of great hard tricks in here, hence hard settings, huh? But it should be a good race. Both of these racers are very capable, and should be a great show for you guys today.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one, and it looks like we got the streams synced. So, Morph Ball and Alcove, and we got, I don't know if that was launcher or an expansion. Didn't get a chance to see what was over in landing site. So definitely some interesting starting items, and it looks like no random starting items. So you could have, in these settings, 0 to 3 starting items, none looking like we have for a start here. So for Emerald, grabs the energy tank. I
Most
almost went
definitely.
into I almost went into map rando mode here for a second and said that was a free energy tank.
Gotcha. So they definitely want the Z tank here because I believe Magmoor might require some. I don't think heat runs are enabled. I'll have to double check in the preset, but you definitely want some E here, especially if it's giving it to you this early. Very important to get some E.
Oh, absolutely. So let me go over some of else what we're going to be looking for today. Everyone is starting with Charge Beam. 9 artifacts are going to be required today. And again, there was 0 to 3 random starting items. It looks like, again, looks like nobody started with anything except for that Charge Beam. It is 2-way elevators. And then dangerous gravity suit logic. So we're in for a fun one. And everything else is pretty much normal standard settings. Vault doors unlocked, backwards areas. So yeah, including backwards mines. So this is going to be a ton of fun here. Let's see what goes on here. Emerald is the first to reach the artifact temple. So I'm assuming we found launcher at landing site because that was an expansion.
You still could be a expansion at launching site because we could have launchers somewhere in Chozo, but either way, doesn't shouldn't matter too much. But I was not looking at the landing site, so we'll see
Yep.
how it goes.
Hopefully Emerald scanned all 9. Again, 9 artifacts, not the normal 6 that racers are used to getting. Missile launcher. Okay, so missile launcher was at landing site according to Shine Sparking Mart. Mart, when are you coming on and doing comms with me? Let's go, Mart. Let's go do comms together. Let's go. Always in here almost every single week. Alright, so we're waiting to see where the artifacts are going to be. Brar is one of the racers who does like to check
Oh,
artifacts.
Bro, realizing exactly what you stated earlier and is
Yup.
missing three of the hints. Here we go.
Yep. So now he's gonna get the other ones. I don't think Emerald has the other three artifact hints, and that could be what decides this race. Three people racing in this race. Here we go.
Immediate check from bro.
Transport access, hydro access tunnel, arbor chamber, quarantine cave, chapel of the elders, gravity chamber. As
Oh
Emerald
boy.
finds bombs. Furnace, Human, and watery hall access. So Thardis required quarantine cave and
Love it.
Human, double quarantine artifacts. So no chat, Thardis cannot have plasma beam. All right, so elevator 1. Where are we going? Magmoor Caverns West Monitor Station. What were you
Interesting.
mentioning earlier there, Maker, about, oh, you know, heated runs?
Yeah, I thank God they both grabbed the E. That's all I can say for that one.
Mm-hmm. Question in chat. So coming in, what's the settings? The settings are hard settings. We'll go over those a little bit later here. Bro finding the elevator to Magmoor and says, nope, I am. This is probably a Chozo elevator for Emerald.
Checking here. Yeah, you are
Yep,
correct.
Chozo Ruins East. Chozo's got too many items, and because we're not starting with any random items, it does make sense logically for the game to force these racers into an overly item-populated area.
Hmm.
So,
And luckily
Emerald
they
is
were
gonna pop out here. Yep,
graced with bombs today
yep,
early, which in a couple of hard settings I have actually not seen that.
yep.
So
And this is gonna be late Chozo. So, Antechamber might hold something pretty important, but we'll find out. Now remember, there's no space jump yet, so Emerald can't just go double hypercross, can't scan dash across. You're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. And it's another expansion, which Emerald doesn't want. Not going into a good area either here, as you have to head into Hall of the Elders, and you're gonna have to deal with a Chozo Ghost. With a charge beam, 10 missiles, no supers. Definitely interesting, and Emerald is not dropping the force field.
interesting choice. So already we're pretty railroaded into one direction here.
Pretty much.
Let me check to see if, let's see here. I'm going to check the hard required here.
I stand corrected. You could have scanned dashed across, but we saw the good old-fashioned way of rocking across from Emerald. Little tiny jumps. We're going to see what Crossway has. Ooh, that looks like something important. That is something important. That looks like Wave Beam. Ooh, it's X-Ray Visor. That's a fun visor to find. We'll be
Very
coming
interesting.
back here later.
So looking at the crossway hard logic here, space jump is one of the items in order to still get that. So this might be hinting to the runners here that space jump is soon, depending. But I guess we'll see here.
So, is this... Okay, so the upper furnace is the artifact. Lower furnace still in play. The racers will have to make their way back through Late Chozo at some point.
Just a
One.
missile.
Mm-hmm. Zoid could be in play here early. We have bomb. Excuse me. The racers have bombs to escape.
And unfortunately, this is a... No, I actually don't think it's a one-way back to late Chozo. Because I do believe that the infinite bomb jumps are in logic to get you up in Elder Chamber there. So, not actually dropping the barrier might come into effect, but it might honestly not matter either, especially with the bomb jumps.
The infinite bomb jumps are extremely tough to do, and Brar is already catching up.
All right, we have a Zoid play, which logically, I think this is absolutely what everybody's getting filtered in here for. So,
I talked about it. It makes a lot of sense.
all right, looking at the preset settings here, checking to see if heat runs are a thing. I don't think they are, but we shall see.
Energy tank. Double energy tank Zoid.
Oh boy. Heat runs are set on beginner in this preset, so Magmoor might be might be a path here with all this E in the beginning.
Bra has taken the lead. And again, Bra has all the artifact information. Oh, let's grapple. Emerald Pie gets grapple, so does Bra. That grapple's gonna come in handy. Magma pool, anybody? One artifact down for each racer.
I wonder when Emerald will realize that they might not have scanned the other 3 artifacts.
I really hope soon. Because that is going to take a chunk of time away from Emerald. Especially if one of the artifacts that Emerald didn't scan was that Thardus one.
Mm-hmm. Another E. Okay. So if I had to take a guess, we are going to see some beginner heat runs in our future here.
Mm-hmm. More missile expansions. Hey, excuse me. More missile expansions. Not a lot of majors here early.
Also, looking at the preset for this, that infinite bomb jump, I do not believe is actually in logic for back to Chozo. So both of these racers in the routing should think of that this is a one-way trip into Chozo and not back up at this moment. So they might search a little bit harder to see what progression lies or what is actually going to get them an elevator back to where whether it be Magmoor or something else. So
Right.
both these runners will definitely be searching for some sort of progression to get out. And tree peak here. Missile. All right, looks like Brut is going to elect for checking these elevators first. Absolutely wise choice. Bendrana shorelines, interesting. All right, I don't think we have seen any Phazon Mine elevators yet, unless if I'm mistaken.
Nope. Can you racers do a Metroid Prime, please? You're putting me to sleep. I kid. All the missile expansions here early, too.
Bro, unfortunately
Oh,
getting
Beatles!
bullied there.
Beetle Jam and Chozo Ghost music at the same time. Where are all these items?
That's what I'm wondering. Because unfortunately, warp to start would not, I don't think, is considered in logic. So,
I mean, what to start just gets you back to your ship.
yep, at this point, well, and to the Magmoor elevator. So we'd still need a logical way back to that if the EU indicated that something was in Magmoor. But
You kids nowadays talking about your logic. Ooh!
nice find there.
Spider! Imagine doing this maze the way the developers intended. That spider ball is a big find. You know what that spider ball does too? All you need is supers, and you got second sun chamber in logic.
Hmm.
So this is the right way. Hive Totem gets your Spider Ball and now Boost Ball.
Ooh, both more. Okay, interesting.
Time to go fast! Faster. Not that Bruh needed it.
I wonder if this is going to hint us back to that X-ray with supers coming soon. And Space Jump is probably maybe not going to be for a little while still, which would be a very spicy seed indeed.
Yes, it would. Missile expansion, and our first of only 3 Nitroids. Now it's time to get to the Flagra elevator, and then also to see what is by vault. Okay, so that's Magmoor Workstation.
You have quite a bit of E.
E?
Yeah, energy for it. So
Where is well, chat knew what I meant. Where's Bash Prime's E button when we needed it?
Oh, I'm falling. I'm falling.
There you go. And another energy tank in. Wait for it. Vault. Shut out Bash Prime. What is that? Now you got Boost Ball. I wonder what this is.
Well, that is Space Jump. Okay, perfect. Okay, so X-ray should be back into logic after finding, I believe, Wave or Ice Beam. because I think the doors there block the access back to that.
The boots.
Oh, PB expansion is very huge here. Having just one is very nice.
Sorry, I just got very excited. It's also Sunday. That means it's football season. Well, it is football season, and Tank Dell just got a touchdown, which makes me very happy.
Okay, Bruzlectin going to Fendrana here, it looks like. Another E. Interesting.
Insert E here. E.
This really makes me wonder if we're going to see Varia anytime soon as well.
What's a Varia suit? I don't think these racers know what a Varia suit is. You don't need no stinking Varia suit!
Oh, I guess Spider does put this in
Ooh!
logic there. Ooh!
Ha! Wave beam! Who called it? Mart called it. Mart gets a cookie.
Alright, so that does technically put X-Ray back into logic with Space Jump as well to reach the... what is it? Crossway? I'm trying to remember the room name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crossway.
K-Ro is also telling us that Emerald does have all the hints.
Emerald does. Okay, perfect.
So 3 racers competing in this hard weekly. The 2 you see here on screen, Bra Inc., Emerald Pie, and Storm. So yes, Shine Sparking Mark gets the metaphorical cookie.
Now, Bro does not have supers here, so unfortunately can't do the peak. So we'll have to orphan.
Are we ever going to find supers? We've got all morph upgrades, everything. We got boost, spider, bombs, and 1 power bomb expansion. Main PB's not found. So if this is the first time you're tuning in here, folks, just a little bit of a heads up. The power bomb icon is checked off on the tracker if an expansion is found. Main PBs does not have to be found for it to be checked off on the tracker. So 1 power bomb here, and time to use that 1 power bomb to do a thing. Namely, the Mama Sheegoth, who's just coming out to say hello to Samus and get a couple of pets, bro's gonna blow Mama Sheegoth up. So, power bomb, if you get him early, you can kill Mama Sheegoth very easy. But is that 1 power bomb gonna come in handy somewhere else? That's the question we have to be asking right now for Bro.
Yeah, especially with... we don't know how deep main PBs might be. That 1 PB could be a huge advantage here coming up.
Yep. So I don't think Emerald has the PB. But you also have to refill it.
Bro's electing to go to Canyon right away.
I know.
Fun fact, that door can also be opened with the missile.
Do it. Doop, doop.
Fortunately, Bro, too fast for me. I did not see his canyon, but looked unimportant to Bro, so... Alrighty, Emerald should be coming across the wave beam here shortly. Another E. Is that what that was?
Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be another E?
Little missile there.
Emerald got the power bomb.
Perfect.
Wave Buster in Observatory. Or Lighthouse Observatory? The Lighthouse gimmick.
So I am looking here, and there doesn't seem to
Yes.
be any other crazy settings for labs here that I can see, especially since we have space jump. So this should just be a typical clear for Bruh here.
Oh, labs. Definitely not my favorite part of the game.
I don't mind them too much now after learning Observatory Dash, but definitely definitely to any beginners out there with Prime Rando, definitely can be a pain in the booty, especially if you have to do what I like to call spooky labs.
Yep.
And that's where you go in reverse and you have to get the item that is locked. That would be vanilla thermal, I believe. And turns all the labs dark for you. So not too much fun there.
It is very rude.
I think the only thing that like really in this game where I wish I could like turn down just slightly is the Chozo Ghost fight noise. That's probably the only thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's talking about remastered. It's extra dark in there. I've actually not gotten to labs yet in the remastered. I heard
No?
Thermal Visor also had maybe a palette change or something too that makes it a little bit goofy.
Got it.
Bro, here trying to get lined up. There we go. All right, what do we have at the top here? All right, bro should be doing the pirate skip, which is you can skip this fight if you avoid the, I believe the trigger in this room for it.
Nice
And
pirate
does
trigger
so.
skip. Emerald's over at Canyon. Doesn't see anything that they want.
Fortunately, tower there ate the missile. Awesome. There we go. And another E. We're gonna have all, what is it, 14E? Is that the makes me really worried for Magmoor.
Possible that's where some of the other stuff is hiding.
Fortunately, I didn't think having a PB here means you got a missile kill the Metroid. A fight trigger, please. There we go. Like a nothing there. Looks like bruh hitting the reset out of the labs after not finding anything. Which I believe is a good essential death warp back because no ice beam to get out the other side. So instead of
Really?
backtracking through the entirety of labs again, but
So
very
labs,
interesting.
so labs had nothing.
Nothing. So I'm not sure what other elevators did we see in Chozo. Trying to think. We only saw Magmoor, I think, in one of them, which I think you said was workstation, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. And Magmoor was also the other elevator in Talon that we had access to. So looks like bruh might be electing for that here. Unless if there is something that we missed in Chozo, but I don't think so. Question in chat, Phazon on PMT, is it possible in these settings? Let me double check.
No. You'd need all 14 energy tanks. And even then, it's very difficult. Someone found plasma?
Looking at the logic DB, who'd we miss getting plasma there?
Yeah, no one got plasma, but chat's very excited for plasma. Chat, why are you excited for plasma?
Kara saying, bruh.
Bro doesn't
Bro did
need
find
plasma,
plasma.
man. Nah, he doesn't need it. He's too good for plasma beam.
Where's plasma? Was that Root Cave?
Over there.
Over there? Over here?
I didn't
Anywhere?
see it. Elder Chamber. So it must have been Hall of the Elder. No, it could have been Elder Chamber. Arbor
We need
Chamber.
plasma. Arbor.
It had to have been Arbor Chamber.
Alright, bro's grabbing X-ray here. Now this is in fact in logic now with space jump only.
Which, FYI, I don't know how that's in logic. Because Arbor Chamber's locked by a plasma door.
Let's see here.
If it was in Root Cave, it's a different story.
I'm gonna have to familiarize myself with more of these tricks here.
Do it. Do it. You won't do it.
Looking. Let me see if I can go into the VOD here.
Yeah, Plasma Root Cave. There you go. That's another artifact for one Mr. Brink.
Okay, I must just be slow today because bro picked up the other artifact as well that was in Arbor Chamber, so that's what that was.
Artifact. Artifact. No? Okay.
Sorry, dealing with ads, trying to get back to the stream. All right, so
Money.
what do we got here? What's next? So we got Plasma, which is in Logic on the hard settings. I believe you can skip Grapple, but we had Grapple anyways, and X-Ray was in Logic too, so... Plasma definitely could be something, but I don't think we saw any plasma checks that were locked besides what is it? Elder Chamber, which we could not peek. So hopefully that orphan check doesn't come back to bite Bro in the booty here.
Booty. He said booty.
All right, Emerald Pie also.
Why is no one checking Magma Pool? There you go, bro. It's only something I said 20 minutes ago! You have 200 million energy tanks. There's no reason for this.
Uh-oh.
Well, imagine a player of Bros caliber making a whoopsie.
Good bend there.
And there's
Just
all that
that
for a
there.
missile. Oh, they didn't have space jump earlier. Excuse me. You only had grapple beam that you could have done at the normal way. Ooh,
Oh,
that's Varia!
amazing.
Ah! I love it! Something actually is in training chamber the racers have to go for!
And I'm looking at the tricks here, and I don't see anything for training chamber that lets you get this without the required items. So
Correct. You need boost ball to get this. If
this is
this
a
race
great find
continues,
by Bro.
if this race continues to go on, by the time the Bears and Commanders game start, I'll be switching over to football mode. No, I'm kidding. The number 1 overall pick versus the number 2 overall pick. Let's go. We all know
like
Twitch.
was right here too.
We all knew if there was a Metroid Prime randomizer draft, people would easily take Bro number 1.
And now Bro can use grapple to get back. Because I believe if you take any damage with grapple, you fail the grapple. So it looks like this was most definitely
The way to go.
hard settings required the magma pool dash. So
Yep. It's not even dash. You had grapple early. You had grapple early, you had boost ball, and you had spider.
well, I don't believe you can cross magma pool without Varia with grapple, because if you take any damage while you're grappled, it'll kick you down in the lava.
Oh, interesting. Still rude.
Looks like Emerald is electing to do a heat run here just to scope out Magmoor, which honestly I'm a fan of seeing what's even here, especially for a quick death run, but fortunately it looks like Magma Pool's the answer.
Yep. Also, who am I kidding? Everyone knows they pick Sam first.
Sam is pretty dang fast.
Hashtag analysis. Yo. Reem is here? Did we get raided? We did. Thanks for the raid, Speedrunners Arena. Hopefully your off-season races today went well. Missile expansion. So nothing crazy Tower of Light.
All right, looks like Emerald is looking for another quick scout here, maybe in the other direction for Magmoor.
Ah, very nice.
Oh, we missed super missiles and we're shrine there.
Da-na-na. Wow.
Fortunately, another death from Emerald there. I think Emerald might be trying to bank heist the supers out of there.
Bank heist the supers.
Yep, dip
Got it.
in with the do a heat run, get the supers, get out.
I just love the way you phrased it, like, gotta bank heist the supers.
And now, unfortunately for Emerald, Bruh here gets to have a free pass into Magmoor with that acquired Varia, so... Alright, what does Bruh need for go mode here? I think, trying to look here, is Gravity Suit even needed on these settings?
No, because of the hard gravity suit logic.
Because I think we did have an artifact. Was it Gravity Chamber? I'm trying to remember.
Gravity chamber, yes.
Okay, so I think those are intermediate water slip jumps, maybe one advance. I'm not 100% sure for the escape there, so still should be okay. We do have grapple and plasma for the upper part of that. Ooh, Brad going for the peak here.
Eek. Do it.
Looks like Emerald is getting filtered back into Chozo here. Frigate crash site. Yeah, that ain't an answer. Bro not electing to go deeper, but probably wants to check the other side of Magmoor here first. What was seen down here? Just another power bomb. That's actually worth. Definitely worth. All right, to the other part of Magmoor we'll go. Bro, we'll probably also scout the elevator that's over here too. So I don't believe we saw this one.
We have no Phazon access yet.
It's true too. Nice scan dash there. Actually got gobbled there.
All right, bro, heading upward to Storage Cavern. Just a missile. So the racer's still going to find Gravity Suit, Phazon Suit, at the very least Phazon Suit, and Ice Beam. That's all that's required to finish the seed. Phazon and Ice Beam. We all know that every racer loves the Gravity Suit. Emerald is going to check Upper Dynamo. Bruh never checked it, and it's Thermal over in Fiery Shores.
Amazing. Well, now it'll be a pretty quick essence as well, which will be nice.
Yep. Is this item going to help Emerald out? Nope. Just a missile expansion. So again, we have not seen a Phazon Mines elevator yet.
How funny would it be if that was just straight blocked by ice?
Would be funny. Which mine's door is blocked by ice?
That could be the vanilla one. Nope, there it is. PPC. Perfect.
And bruh says no, thank you.
I still think
ice
this
is
would
needed for a lot of mines.
Yeah. And I also believe the only check that might be in place there would be the X-ray check at the bottom PVC. Otherwise, no main PBs, so can't get past Rebel there. No Ice Beam even to get past that door, so you'd be correct there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we would be looking for hopefully main quarry. How far are we now in logic? Room with Life Grove having a major. It could. Might be a good chance for Phazon suit. The only thing that we're really missing right now for any of the late game logic, as far as I can see here, is main PBs. Because I don't think there is a lot of skips you can do, even on hard settings here, without it being out of bounds for that. So, and Life Grove would also be blocked by PBs as well.
PBs. I mean, we have the expansion, so just saying.
Yeah. Alright, looks like bro's gonna look to go check over here. Now, without gravity, this should be in logic either with the scan dash or the R jump. I think the R jump's intermediate from there. Uh-oh, hopefully bro does not take a death here. Death would be very bad. Yep, just gonna like to use spider. I like that play. Oh, when's the last time that bro saved?
I don't know. Been a while. And Burrow just doesn't care. Legitimately just throwing caution in the way.
I think the only thing that I would be frightened of in this or in the upcoming room would be those flying pirates with the missiles. Those can do a sneaky amount of damage.
That they can.
Alright, looks like Emerald is possibly going to be trying to do Magma Pool skip here. And just short. Bummer.
Bro, please. Ice!
Oh, there was Ice Beam.
The greatest ice beam to ice beam light. Ice is just keeping everything cool, folks. Don't worry about it. It's just keeping the workstation cool. Nothing to worry about.
What are those things called? Are they Tricyclops? Is that the correct term for those guys?
Triclops.
Triclops? Imagine dying to a Triclops.
I don't think the community would let Bra hear the end of it.
And Ice Beam. All right. So,
No.
Phazon suit. Where are
No.
you?
Over there. It's somewhere on Talon 4. Unless K-Rar is holding at their house.
We have an Ice to meet you in the chat. Okay. Give me your best puns. What are your best Metroid puns in chat? Let's hear them.
Why? Why would you ask them that? Nah, I kid, K-Rar. You're fine. So, taking the elevator back on up. 4 artifacts for each racer. Emerald has, I believe, found Varia's suit, but I'm not sure. Oh boy.
Why do the Space Pirates want to take over Town 4? Because it has Metroid Prime real estate. Perfect. I love
Thank
it.
goodness the soundboard isn't enabled.
All right. This Graveless hat is in logic thanks to, I believe, what you were describing in the beginning of the preset with that dangerous gravity logic. So, who needs gravity?
Racer, yeah, I mean, it's the problem is bro's got the artifact. It's getting down from here!
Perfect. Next one that we got, that suit location, was Varia Musing. Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Really, Mart? Really?
Oh. All right.
Cat is fired.
Looks like bruh does not want to do reverse Graveless frigate, which don't blame them at all.
Sorry. Mark Andrews has yet another touchdown and has seemingly come back from obscurity, apparently. What is happening?
Luckily, no bar skip today. We have boost. So, like, I believe Brad will just end up checking life growth here, regardless, especially with the PB expansions. So, should be no issues here. Now, for some reason, the generator, I don't know on hard settings. I'm unfamiliar with that, but on beginner settings, it really loves to put Phazon suit in Life Grove. So, we shall see.
Ah! Phazon in Life Grove!
Just missiles so far. All right, what do we got in Life Grove?
Money.
Oh, is that Ice Spreader? Ice Spreader. That'll actually
Yeah.
help with Prime, so that works.
Oh, that's the best beam combo to find marker. That is the best one.
Absolutely.
Because what people don't understand is like, okay, Wave Buster's nice, doesn't really help out with the Prime Exo fight. Flamethrower doesn't really do anything. Ice Spreader freezes Exo and then does a lot of damage. It's the best beam combo to use for the Exo fight.
Absolutely. Especially if you can get the turnaround as well to hopefully skip a lot of the damage if you end up getting a wave for the next one. So kind of helps. Yeah, what do we got in here? Just another missile? That it is. Okay. So I have a feeling this is going to turn into a Phazon hunt, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll take the next pun. Shrine Sparking Mart says, what is a Metroid's favorite food? Prime ribs.
All right. Sounds pretty good.
We get another one for one shot a phase. K-Rar wants vanilla Phazon suit. Why does that not surprise me? I mean, hi, K-Rar. Twitch chat always enjoys a good Omega Pirate fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, Mart. Okay, you can stop now. Shine Sparking Mart says, why does Samus like to stay in the Morph Ball so much? Because that's how she rolls.
Oh boy.
Thank goodness SpeedGaming doesn't allow me access to the Discord soundboard.
Ah, did Brad get a quick peek there? I
He
didn't see
did.
that. All right, are we saving or save warping here?
I'm gonna guess save warp.
All right.
Alright, 5 artifacts down. This will be a save and a refill. I'm wondering if Bruh's gonna go to Overgrown Cavern. And he's not. We haven't seen anyone do Overgrown Cavern yet, or Front Frigate.
That is true. Because Frigate Climb, have we? I don't think we've seen that elevator yet, have we?
No.
So I was too busy reading puns to see if Brad checked what main core elevator was, which might have been Frigate. That might have been the last combo.
I thought that's how we got in, was that way.
Let me double check. Looking at the VOD here.
Emerald has completely ignored Varia suit. I think Magmoor went to Frigate Crash Site, possibly. Mark, please. I can't tell if you've had these in your back pocket or if you're thinking of them. Shrine Sparking Mart says, how do space pirates want to be held? They want to be crated.
Oh, cradled?
Cradled.
There we go.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's a good one, too.
All right.
Alright.
Bruh's finally found his way on over to Fendrana. It is time for double quarantine checks. Take it easy, Jungle Boss. Have a good day. So that's one artifact. We know Thardus holds another. Plenty of items to make this a fast Thardus fight. As fast as Thardus could be.
Yeah.
It is the second longest boss fight in the game. You had to open up this door, didn't you, Marker?
It's like Artemis saying, "What's Samus's favorite wrestling move? The power bomb." Oh.
Giant Sparking Mart says, how did Samus describe her journey to Ridley's lair without her Varia suit? It was neither easy nor fair.
Oh my goodness.
Emerald would really like to find Varia's suit so they can hurry up and get through Magmoor pretty easy! We know where it is.
Yeah. Fortunately, Magma Pool, that is one trick that I'm just going to have to start practicing is the Magma Pool skip. That bent dash is it's pretty hard. You got to get quite a good amount of speed as well.
I feel bad for Emerald. I think Emerald's completely forgotten about Magma Pool and Training Chamber checks.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a forget because it was just a couple failed attempts at the Magma Pool skip. Unfortunately, I think they might be searching for Varia in that way, like just thinking, oh, like what is the chances it is in Training Chamber or behind there. But unfortunately, in this seed, it was a required Magma Pool skip for Varia.
Yep, Emerald on taking a on purpose damage down from the Triclops. Not by accident. It was on purposely to reset yet again, and I feel bad for Emerald. It's not the great Magma Pool dash. Some racers make it look easy. It's not. It's one of the longest dashes in the game.
Alrighty, I think Bruh is one artifact short, which is Gravity Chamber. We should be seeing the escape from Grav Chamber, which is one of my favorite escapes to watch.
So wait a minute. We had no artifacts in Mines?
I don't think so. Unless if I missed it. Which could be a real possibility, because I've been loving the Metroid puns here, so...
So, Shine Sparking Mart asks, aren't the grapple points at Lava Lake not activated before the Varia suit? It has nothing to do with them being activated. It's you take damage from the heated room. And that's how. So, final artifact here.
Alright, Gravity Room Escape.
Yep.
So for those that have not seen it, it consists of, I believe, 3 slope jumps. First to get to this ledge here, nailed by Bruh there. Second one, you kind of have to bounce off this rock and then go to the right. Nailed again. Oh boy. And then the third one over here is also off of a rock and lets you right up to the top. Perfect. And we are out. Very nicely done by Bruh. Yeah, Bruh definitely did make that look easy. It takes me about like 15 minutes to get the slope jumps right just to get out of there. All right, we still could have Phazon in Mines here.
Phazon over Mines being guarded by the Omega Pirate.
Just a missile. Don't blame Bra here for completing these checks, especially in Farfen. Not a place you really want to come back to if you can help it. Definitely a time loss if you have to.
I'd as well. Again, Farfen doesn't have a lot of checks, but you are correct. It is a massive time loss if you have to go all the way back here. So,
I think, unfortunately for Emerald, that Varia is kind of a key in order to get some of the other elevators here. Which is just kind of a bummer, but don't blame them. That's why I can't play hard weekly settings. Some of these tricks I would spend forever on, so just even trying to do these, hats off to you guys. All right, save warp by Bruh here. I might have considered. Well, we don't really have much checks left. Orphan drawn at all period. I don't think so. Maybe didn't need a pivot there, but fighting Ridley twice anyways is not too much fun.
alright, so to now give a little bit of an update as to what's happening. Braw's taking on Ridley because in any of the settings that you see here in our weeklies, Phazon suit hint is enabled. So you beat Ridley, you get Ridley out of the way with, you get that Phazon suit hint, and you go back. It's going to give you the sector, or the area that it's in. Get your guesses in now where you think that we're going to find Phazon. I'm going to go Talon, and it's going to be in Frigate.
I think my bet would definitely be lower mines. I'm going to guess. And if I had to give one check, I would say Fungal Hall access would be my guess.
I could see it.
We got a couple vanilla mines in here, lower mines. Flagra. Flagra would be interesting. Is early wild in logic for hard presets? That would be kind of interesting.
Early logic is in logic anytime, as long as you have supers and spider. Nice Ridley fight from Bra. Very fast fight.
Got some very good RNG there, plus a good snipe. So, all right, Phazon suit. Here we go.
Mines! Oh.
Back down we go.
Chat's very excited!
So even on hard settings, you cannot escape Phazon being in mines. Emerald very nicely getting to the rooms that are not superheated here. Could totally try to refill on some energy. Maybe brute force this Magmoor section here, which would be pretty sweet.
Folks, make sure you give these racers a follow, exclamation point R, the Twitch chat to give the racers a follow, exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking team. Big shout outs to One Traveler for doing the tracking.
Gonna get some good energy drops here on Emerald side. Just would have to be a little bit careful of these flying pirates again, but shouldn't be too big of an issue, especially with plasma. And unfortunately, I don't believe... Well, ice is right here, so this will be a nice find for Emerald 2 to be able to see the other elevator that's right here locked by ice beams, so... Looks like bro's electing to go straight for that PPC elevator. Definitely will be skipping any of the upper mines checks that were not checked, but I think bro has a hunch it's going to be lower mines here, so... Unless bro does do a couple the quick checks for upper mines as well.
Well, we're at
Go on.
mines.
Not behind X-ray. I would probably dip to see... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. If you're rolling out lower mines here going all the way down, you'll definitely check PCA if you complete Omega Pirate if you don't see Phazon by that point in time. Because at this point, there's just no reason not to just full clear mines.
Yep.
Hello, box? Okay.
Hi, box.
It was almost invincible there for a little bit. Just bunny hopping through Phazon. No big deal.
Bunny hop, bunny hop.
And we are out of PBs.
That is extremely rude.
So bro electing not to kill the drone here. Probably still for the same hunch that Phazon is probably not going to be there. I don't know if you can peek that item until you kill the drone. I don't know if it spawns in at that point in time.
I don't know.
You can peek, is what Kara's saying. Okay, cool. Bro's just too fast for me.
Bruh is all over the place. Go, bruh, go.
Definitely was not there. All right, what is it? Fungal Hall access? Is this this is my prediction coming up here soon?
Mongol Hall access. Do it.
It's right underneath the mushroom. Here we go.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. Is it here? Are we done?
Oh, right. Perfect. Now I get the cookie, right?
Marker gets the cookie.
Chad a little bit disappointed not vanilla. Agreed. Vanilla would have been perfect to cap the seed off.
Not really. I got things to do after commentary. Nice call, Marker. You get the proverbial cookie. Feel free to go treat yourself to an actual cookie by going to your local supermarket and treating yourself to a cookie.
Perfect. And I think this is the faster route, especially with Bro's movement. Should just be able to...
Yep.
Oh, is that another suit right there?
Bro doesn't need anything else. He don't care. It could have been gravity. I don't
Now
know.
I'm just more curious. Did hard presets get updated to have progressive damage reduction on all suits? I think it might have been.
I thought I saw that as yes, but I'm not sure.
Not that these players would need it. They're pretty good, but fortunately, this dash giving Bro a little bit of trouble because you're just getting shredded by the pirates, unfortunately, which will kill the momentum. With Phazon suit, you might just be able to do that little hop off that little Phazon node that's in there too, but at this point we'll just climb and probably our jump over. Yep. Oh, but gets bodied midair. All momentum killed. Unfortunately, these are not Star Wars troopers, so these guys do not, in fact, miss.
Star Wars, Star Wars.
And finally over. All right, save station, here we come. Alrighty, so just final bosses left for Bruh.
This is factually correct. But Bro has decided he wants to give his opponent a little bit more time so they, as an Emerald Pie, can, you know, make a comeback. Bro's gonna go make a sandwich, take a nap. Gonna give his opponent a little bit of a chance to come back. Make it super interesting for everyone here. No? Okay.
Fun fact, on hard settings, I'm just now learning, beat EXO without charge beam is actually something that might be required if you shuffled charge in. Interesting.
That's interesting.
And also, apparently, beat Essence with no more than 4 E-tanks. That might be pushing it.
Well, if you're used to rando running, like I know a lot of the top run perfectly fine with 3 energy tanks.
Now, is Bro just going to fight EXO? Looks like it.
Yeah.
No EXO skip today.
Yep. And what does the Phazon Elite have? A missile.
Welcome, Baja Blood. You are just now for the end of the race. Bruh is ahead.
Sam's
And
actually
is on final
ahead.
boss.
Sam actually already beat the seed. Sam was so fast in beating this seed, he was never even in the race time. Already beat the seed. I kid. Nope, Bra has flown through this seed. Emerald Pie has gotten stuck looking for Varia suit. Varia suit's in training chamber, which means in order to get Varia suit, you have to know Magma Pool Dash.
And while there definitely was enough E to brute force a couple of things here, especially through Magmoor, it's just with Bruh getting Varia, just flew through the rest of Magmoor to reach the rest of the elevators, no issues at all. So,
Oh, there's main PBs.
main PBs and mines, interesting.
Yeah. Again, the only way to get Varia's suit is to execute the magma pull dash. Imagine Emerald coming across Phazon's suit before Varia.
Yeah. Which, I mean, at this rate, Plasma, you know, if they're hunting for any extra progression, I mean, I think Plasma OP would be in Logic, especially this much E and a couple of other stuff too. So, very well could find Phazon and then clear the rest of mines here.
It's been a very good race. Item locations definitely were interesting. It was nice to have no mines artifacts. But on the flip side of that, we did have none other than Phazon's suit in mines.
And there we go. Exo dead on to Essence. We'll see if pool placement is in Bruh's favor today. And from what I do remember, I think Bruh is very good at 3-pull, especially with all visors. Should be a quick Essence fight, as long as there's... barring Essence also cooperates. I've not seen that strat where you just freeze the first Metroids there. For anyone wondering why we are delaying the shots on Essence here, what we're actually doing is causing Essence to cancel her actions. So Essence has, I believe, it's 11 actions before laying a pool. I might be mistaken on that, so don't quote me on the exact number. So what you want to do is, as soon as an action is done by Essence, either moving or hitting the ground or laying a pool, you cancel the action and it speeds up when she'll lay a pool next. And that is GG's from Bruh with a time of
GG's.
hour 23 and 47 seconds in race time. Alrighty, we'll see if we can look to get Bruh in here.
There
Alrighty, we are
there he
now joined by
is.
Bruh. Hello, Bruh.
Bruh! Hello.
Hello.
So that was a fun seed for you, apparently.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I liked that random start, just giving us a vanilla start for no reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
And also, no starting items as well, because it should be 0 to 3 starting items, right?
yeah, 0 to 3. I actually went and like checked the preset that was used in the race. I was like, "Are we sure this is random start?" And yeah, it was. It was random start. It just gave us a very vanilla start, which was funny. Um, yeah, that Varia was kind of crazy. I can see Emerald Pie still doesn't have it. I figured that
Yeah.
Varia might cause some trouble because, yeah, I mean it's it's in a rough spot for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that was the key to unlocking the rest of the seat, especially for elevators and a couple of other things. There was actually quite a bit of E. We were shocked. So we were actually checking the preset for the heat run settings, which I believe are set to beginner. But we were wondering there for a little bit after just getting E tank after E tank and then double E on what was it, Zoid?
Yeah,
And then we're like, okay, like, is this just pointing us straight to Magmoor? You know, because there was a couple of elevators early for Magmoor too. So we're wondering if it was going to be like a quick dip in, quick dip out to try to get some items out of Magmoor early. But then with that magma pool dash and then seeing Varia in training chamber, that seems to be the absolute key to breaking open the rest of the seeds. So
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I was definitely thinking about the fact that like there are all these E tanks, especially once I found plasma. I was like, okay, I'm gonna check Tower of Light and Training Chamber because those could still be something. I haven't checked them, but if not, I know there's an E tank in Vault. I knew there was an E tank in Shorelines. I knew there was an E tank in Ice Ruins West. I'm like, I'm gonna pick up all those E tanks, and that might be enough for me to get from Monitor Station elevator all the way down to potentially the one in the Fiery Shores elevator, and that
mm,
might go somewhere I need. So, but I just found the found the Varia. It was kind of funny. I thought it was Phazon for a second because it looked really big, but no. Also, I
yeah,
saw Gravity in Fungal Hall B as I was passing by, which was funny.
that's what I was wondering because we were trying to determine if it was. I think chat was thinking it was the room with the security bot, the invisible one. If that was an E or if that was gravity, but then I swear I saw gravity in one of the fungal halls there.
Fungal Hall
So
B.
yeah, Gravity was Fungal Hall B. It was a missile in Security Access A.
You were correct there yet again, Marker.
yeah, and for fortunately, I get a cookie for the Phazon prediction, so that was awesome.
Yep.
Then, yeah, I think really that's really what ended up being the crux of the race is with you being able to hit that magma pool dash. I believe Emerald tried, but unfortunately did take a death there. So, and I don't think went back for that. And I think that they might have been trying to search for Varia in a couple places in Magmoor, especially with so much E. We'll have to ask them if when they finish last join. So, but yeah, it was a pretty close race in the beginning. Emerald was actually a little bit ahead, and then your movement caught you up pretty quickly.
I figured. My movement was pretty rough at the beginning, especially with it taking me so many attempts to get that E-tank and freak crash site.
Yeah, and then gravity. This is one thing we were trying to determine. So basically, in these hard settings, gravity's just useless, right? At this point, because dangerous gravity's on. All the gravity checks are basically you can get out of with tricks, right?
Yeah, I mean, once you have space jump, pretty much it's just useless. Yeah, I mean, you don't really need it for many things. There are some situations, like maybe if it wants you to get hydro access, like without boost, or if it wants you to do like power chamber, or wait, tower chamber without bombs, or watery hall access, watery hall without bombs, or space jump.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no. Wait. Maybe I'm just dumb. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it really has much use other than Hydroax's tunnel. Actually, yeah.
Gotcha. One thing that I was trying to determine was with you guys getting filtered into the back of Chozo for the early game, without Wave or Ice Beam, that's a one-way into Chozo, and save warping would not be in logic. Was there
Yeah.
anything going through your head with I have to find something in Chozo, or there should be a progression here that would point me to a different direction because you couldn't go, I guess, backwards?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was just like, yeah. I mean, I knew there had to be something there. Either that, or I wasn't sure, because we had that one E tank available at the very beginning. I was like, what was the elevator was to monitor station, and I was like, if one E tank is enough to just get in and out and get the item in race tank, then you might actually like be expected to do that before ever entering Chozo. But I don't think it's in logic with only one E tank. I think you probably need two.
Yeah. Okay. And then another question. I think Avina might have cleared it up for me in chat, but are the bomb jumps to get to the upper part of Elder Chamber in logic in these settings, or is that still like a hyper mode thing, or those bomb jumps? I should say, is it a infinite bomb jump? I don't remember.
The bomb jump to get up to to get up to the top of Chapel or Hall of the Elders.
Yes.
I think those are in logic. Like, I know you can at least get to the bomb slots NSJ. I don't know if you can get all the way up to the door NSJ, but
Okay.
you can at least get to the bomb slots for sure. I'm actually not sure whether the other way is in logic NSJ, but this seed was thankfully very kind. Like, a lot of the hard weekly seeds, sometimes they can be brutal. Like, really, the thing about hard weekly is it's pretty inconsistent. Like, if it gives you space jump early, it's just free. But like, if it doesn't give you space jump for a long time, it can be really rough because most of the really hard tricks that it can expect from you are NSJ things, like, you know, NSJ Rune Shrine, NSJ for your crash site, NSJ, what's a Ruined Fountain as an example is one of them.
Oh.
It can expect you to do a lot of really nasty NSJ tricks, but so I was relieved once I found space jump. I was like, okay, this shouldn't be too bad from here on out. And it wasn't that bad other than that heat run being required for Varia. That was kind of the only thing that was like really not normal about this seed.
Yeah. Yeah, we were pretty shocked. I think WX fan here, as soon as seeing Varia, was super excited to see something in training chambers. So
Yeah, considering there's like nothing ever usually there.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, it's been an extremely long time since I've seen a required training chamber, so it's kind of nice to see.
Which is why I think Emerald's a little lost here.
Yeah, missing that Varia is pretty rough.
yeah, and I think at this point Emerald's just
Skip it.
brute force, and they were able to
Maker
completely
loves
skip.
this word brute force. Like Maker's trying to brute force their way into
Hell
a
yeah.
computer.
But yeah, because at this point it was just like, all right, no more Varia, and they made that heat run all the way from workstation to or monitor station all the way to workstation to grab ice. So
Yeah,
That was several attempts too.
I figure like once you get a certain amount of E-tanks in a seed like this, you're just like, okay, I don't really care about Varia anymore.
Pretty
'Cause
much.
you can do anything in Magmoor at this point if you just, you know, have full energy pretty much. So,
yeah, one thing aside from the seed that was just quite funny to watch was man, those plasma troopers just absolutely bodying you in MQB, huh?
but yeah. I couldn't hit the dash, and then like they just did not cooperate. Especially, how many times did I try to do? Like, I just tried to do the regular strat too, and it took me like 4 attempts because they kept shooting me off.
Yeah, we're just sitting there like, I was like, all right, you're in the air, should be fine now, and then bam, sniped you out of the air, stopped all your momentum. And we're just sitting there like, oh dang. I think it was like 4 or 5 attempts. We're just like, please, plasma troopers, miss.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, chat was wanting a vanilla vanilla Phazon, of course. It was the reality was becoming more and more as soon as we you got that hint for Phazon and Mines. So, but no OP required today.
Yeah, it could have been vanilla Phazon. I was I was kind of hoping for it just because it's funny, and like OP isn't like that annoying of a boss fight, especially if you have super missiles. Makes it a lot more manageable.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it really was just that Varia that just kind of set me ahead, and that ice I was a little late to. Like I went towards Lava Lake before getting ice, but I was pretty like at the time when I found ice, I was worried. I was like, oh, you know, you could have gotten this ice sooner than me. But it actually having the information of the lava lake elevator ended up being really key because it allowed me to deduce a
Yes.
lot of the remaining elevators without actually having to check them.
Yeah.
And it was just I would have probably full cleared upper mines had I not gotten that info that lava lake
PPCU.
ABC.
Yeah.
So it actually kind of worked out for me that I was late to ice.
Yeah. And really with your movement through Magmoor, especially some of the checks, I don't think you had Phazon hit knowledge there yet. So it could have been any of the checks in Magmoor, especially with how Varia was super locked out. So
Yeah, I was thinking about just going for the hintless play, like when I had just taken the elevator to main quarry. I was like, I have no artifacts here in mines, but Phazon is just always in lower mines, so do I just go for it? But I just decided it wasn't worth the risk. I was like, I don't really save that much time, and I could lose a lot of time. So I just decided to not do that.
yeah, which I think that's what we're predicting here in the comments. We're just like, yep, at this point the hunch is probably lower. Just go clear that out first. You'll probably find it. So
Yep. Always in lower mines.
yep. Well, other than that, I think WX fan, do you have anything else for questions, comments?
No, I always love commentating bros races. Bro knows that. Okay, I'm gonna use a little professional wrestling terminology. I am a bro ink mark. I am a fan of bro and watching him race, and it's always a pleasure to call and commentate. And no, I have nothing else, bro. Effortlessly executed that seed. I think, we talk about just general routing decisions too. I know it's a lot tougher to say, oh, you had good routing decisions. Yeah, it's a little tougher when you have random elevators, but I do think all the routing decisions made a heck of a lot of sense. Grabbing that Varia early, as we've talked about already a lot, was the right decision. So that's it from me.
Yep.
Cool.
Thanks for calming, you two. And thanks for tracking Worn Traveler as well. Couldn't do it without these three. And I think I'll see you guys later.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
I
Thank you,
will
bro.
go ahead and wait for Emerald, since it looks like they will be finishing, and I can finish out the race.
Yes.
If you guys have anything else to go do, I'm free today, so I can just can handle the finish here and see if Emerald wants
Marcus,
someone to talk to. So
Marker is ready to call like 4 more races. But no, I have to take off. I am going to do a little tonight, so I hoping this race was going to be over by then. It's nothing crazy, just a little door dashing to get a little bit of extra money, but push the shift back a little bit. I'm gonna go and take the shift here, but Maker, always a pleasure doing commentary with you. Traveler, thank you for tracking, and folks, I'm sure I'll see you on commentary real soon. Thanks, everybody.
thank you.
Later, peoples. Before I forget, thank you to Maker here for agreeing to finish this solo. So I greatly appreciate it. So thank you, Maker. Have a
Yeah,
good one.
no problem. And have fun with
Thank you.
your stuff and
With the driving around in traffic. Yay!
yeah, I feel you there.
Pretty much. Latest, folks.
Alrighty. Alrighty, so Emerald Pie here. Unfortunately, still a suitless, but should be able to pick up the rest of the artifacts here, no problem. This looks like going right back into Chozo. I wonder if Emerald is looking for something specific here. I don't remember which artifacts Emerald might actually have left over here. I'm going to see if I can check. Let's see here. All right, back to Magma Pool. I have a feeling Emerald might not be too happy to see results of Magma Pool here, but see how this goes. Unfortunately, did not get the bend back there. The other thing too is I think there is a backup strat as well if you had gravity in order to cross the other side of Magma Pool here. So if Emerald had went slightly deeper into mines to find gravity, that could have also been a help here to see that. But yeah, there's a head shake there. Obviously not feeling great about the Magma Pool dash. Curious to see, there is actually one other racer here, Storm. I'm gonna check in on them as well to see where they're at. Storm also does not look to have Varia suit as well, so that seems to be the absolute key to the seed, as we discussed with Bruh. Is unfortunately the Magma Pool dash for Varia was it. We got Frigate Crash Climb here. I think. What does Emerald have left here for artifacts? So I'm trying to figure out. Oncoming might have missed some of the artifacts post Thardis. No worries there. Checking in on the other racer. According to their auto tracker, it does look like Storm actually has all 9 artifacts, which is good. I don't know if they ended up getting the hint, but it looks like they're going to be trying to make their way down to mines right now. I guess we just get to enjoy the nice frigate music here. I actually don't know if Gravity Frigate is in logic here. Let me check here. With space jump, it looks like it can be no gravity, so climbing this room does look like this is possible graveless and is in logic, so good check here by Emerald. All right, looks like Storm, the other racer that is in this race time, just dropped into Phazon, so we'll be Phazon Mines, so we'll be looking for that Phazon suit here, and then they'll be finishing up shortly as well. Oh, yes, I forgot. So this must be the play for the hat artifact here, which is why Emerald Pie was doing the Gravelous Frigate. Okay, so this will be one of the artifacts remaining out. Then guess we'll see at some point what Emerald has left here. Oh, unfortunately got the boost backwards there. That's all right, though. Oh, that was close. Fortunately here, just this boost timing can be a little bit finicky. Sometimes when you get in the groove of it, you can use it to get out. But I still have yet to get a full Gravelous hat under my belt, so have no mistake, this is a pretty hard trick. Checking in on the other racer, Storm. Let's see where they are at here. Storm has just collected main PBs in Phazon Mines in the Elite Research, and is now making their way down. Looks like we have a DNF from Emerald. I will go ahead and mark them complete. See if we can get them in for a post-game interview. Alrighty, mark them as complete. Let's see if we can get Emerald in here for an interview. Hello, Emerald Pie.
Hello.
Alrighty, so thoughts about this seed. I'll ask you how you feel.
I want more suits.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing is Varia is in training chamber behind the magma pool dash. So
I went for it a couple times, but
yeah,
at the end it's like I already got through Magmoor, and if it's Grav, I can probably get through without Grav. I
yeah,
forgot how annoying this room is.
yeah. Grav ended up being lower mines. I think it was Fungal Hall B, if I'm not mistaken. Phazon ended up being Fungal Hall Access. So both those suits were in lower mines. So I think I'm trying to remember. I think you had the items when you were dipping into mines there to be able to go to lower mines.
Yeah,
so
I could have gone pretty much all the way through at that point. But
yeah. So could have probably finished out there. I'm trying to remember. What was your last artifacts besides hat? I think there was a, which was
it was just the one here in Hydro Access. That was the last one I had.
that was the last one. Okay,
Yeah, I just
cool.
had to get out.
Yeah, bro was cooking this seed, so we were trying to keep up with both. So it ended up being pretty hard to keep track of artifacts where, especially with the double Thardus artifact, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Just some notes that I had early game. You actually had a bro for a little bit. Bro then kind of caught up on some movement later. Looks like the going in from Chozo was kind of a one-way trip. Because then you'd be locked out of Elder Chamber with Wave and Ice, but looks like there was a blue door that lets you go out into early Chozo. So progression had to be somewhere in there, but we were actually kind of scared for a little bit because there was so many E-tanks right off the bat. So,
Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be some heat runs. I figured, and then I tried the first and saw the super missiles in, I think, Warrior Shrine. And that one was a little bit of a fun one to get.
yeah.
And they ended up even needing them.
Yeah. We were wondering if you were going to try to snag super missiles and then just head like back out to that elevator and workstation, or sorry, monitor station, just to save super missiles. Just to see if it was more of like a quick little bank heist or not there. But yeah, I ended up having to try to just muscle your way through Magmoor at some point, especially with unfortunately Varia being the key to the rest of the seed. So trying to think here. Any other cool thoughts you had for this seed?
I'm just glad there was no early wild. I'm waiting for what happens, but
yeah, most
not
definitely.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, early wild's one of those ones I don't know, I just end up dying before I get it after just too many attempts. So I usually run out of energy first before trying it, but I just can't seem to get that bomb timing going up there. So
I usually get all the way up, and I think it's like a point where you hit too high and you just can't quite make it over onto that ledge or something.
Yeah. Then looks like the other racer in the race time is Storm. They also did not get Varia. Ended up just going through the rest, just like what you were with Complete and Hat, and then going back into Phazon and dipping down. So, bro actually had quite a few crazy plays. Definitely hitting Magma Pool early was one, and then going through grabbing ice probably a little late, but that ended up routing very nicely for the rest of the artifacts. So Brud did hit the reverse hat Gravless, while also by I believe it was Life Grove. So other than that, it really was just the Magma Pool dash into Varia that just let Bruh basically have a free pass all through Magmoor for all the elevators, especially with in the late game with the PPC elevator being the Magma Vanilla Lava Lake one. So even got a quick trip back to Lower Mines with that elevator. So. But yeah, I guess. Do you have any other thoughts or?
Nope.
Cool.
I think that's all.
Well, thanks for putting on a show. Thanks for trying to go through the hard weekly. Man, these settings are insane. I've actually haven't seen too many of these hard weeklies, so it was quite enjoyable to watch. So thank you for doing it, and I guess for everybody else, as always, follow the runners. Also, thank you, Warren Traveler, for tracking. And I think nobody has anything else. We'll see you all next mission.